I actually came here on vacation with my older sister, Minnie. She called me up and said, okay, I found our next girls' holiday. And she said, let's go to Miami. And I will tell you, there is no city like Miami.
I'd heard about Miami. I knew it was almost like another country within the United States. It was very spicy, it was vibrant, it had a great music scene, culture, and obviously beaches in Florida. So I was definitely curious to get away from the UK and have a tropical holiday with a lot of the fun that goes with it. It was a bit of a Thelma and Louise moment as driving down Collins Avenue. I had to hire a lilac convertible, and it was pretty amazing. Just driving down, looking at the ocean and the water and just feeling the vibrancy of the city just made me feel like this is somewhere I could live. I turned to my sister and said, you know what? I found the place I'm going to live. And I just felt something about this city just drew me in, and I had a feeling that I was going to end up living here. Sounds crazy, but it's true.
Both my parents were born in India, in Mumbai. And, my father, Farouk Engineer, was an international test cricketer. And to be discovered in India, be invited to play for Lancashire Old Trafford. You mentioned excellence. I think it's ingrained in me from a very early age. My father and my mother, they just installed great values in us. And my father installed in us, work hard, play hard, but that grit and determination that has really followed me everywhere I've gone. And I think I took that with me when I moved here.
When I realized my paperwork came through so quickly, I think all my family and friends were like, wow, okay, is this really happening? But, when I think about my father leaving India and playing for, obviously, Test cricket for the world, leaving his country, I knew that I had that kind of risk-taking gene, I guess, from my father. And, I had the comfort as well knowing that all else failed, I can go home. And in fact, when I actually boarded my flight and I looked in my pocket, my parents had given me a return ticket to come back to the UK. So I always knew I had that return ticket, but I had such a good feeling on the plane. I was excited. It was a new adventure. And I just knew it was going to be my next journey, my life journey here in the States. So when I moved here, the deal with my dad was to at least stay with somebody that he knew. So he had a colleague that was living in Kendal. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I can live in Kendal. I didn't realize the distance. So every morning I'd get up at 4:35 in the morning, and the host of the house would take me to the Metro Rail. So I would Metro Rail it from Kendal into Brickell. So it was quite the interesting journey, meet some characters on the way. I did that for about 2 weeks, and then I realized I need to see the ocean and have the opportunity to really experience the Miami life. So I ended up moving then from Kendal to North Bay Village. I was living the life. I found a penthouse apartment for $1,000 a month with the most spectacular view of the ocean, and that's where I lived. And I was working for Manpower for 5 years, and then I got headhunted by a boutique firm, Linda Robbins and Associates, and I was with them for another 5 years. And I was part of the acquisition. We sold the business and then started up M-Search nearly 18 years ago.
Running a executive search firm, I'm really proud to say that I want to look home first. I am Tina Engineer McRae, and I am brought to you by tourism.